Okay, this is Lucy, my little cavapoo. Hey, Lucy! And here we are. We're so lucky. We're out in the most beautiful woods that are only 20 minutes drive from my house. It's about 2,000 acres here. Okay, now that's Winty. He's going to be the mommy of my next load of cavapoos. Can you see she's running off, but am I panicking? No, she's following our scent back. I've done nothing. I haven't called her. She's just come back. Dogs have a natural desire to want to be with you. I don't know why this is such a surprise to people. When you bring your puppy home, you'll find that whichever room you're in suddenly acquires a puppy. You know, they follow you around everywhere. And then humans have this perception that the minute you get outside where, you know, there are better things to do, that as soon as you let your puppy or your dog off the lead, it's going to, you know, run hundreds of miles away from you in a straight line and get as far away from you as possible. This really, really isn't true. Your dog will put a lot of effort into staying with you, and your puppy especially will put an awful lot of effort into staying with you. If I walk off now, I don't even have to call my dogs. I will simply walk off and they will all follow me. Walking off backwards, so it probably won't happen as quickly, but here comes Lucy. Rue's looking at me because the grass is wet and she'd quite frankly prefer to go somewhere else. And there Sadie hasn't yet noticed I'm walking off. But you see, I've continued to walk off, so Rue's decided she'd best follow me, even though she takes a really dim view of long wet grass on her tummy. And then my young dogs are just playing. Winty's gone over to see Sadie. There's Sadie checking in. I don't know if it's too far away to see, but checking in is when your dog looks round to see where you are. Hello, Winty! This is how I stop jumping up, because Winty is the worst dog for jumping up I've ever had. I have spent months. I tried putting my knee in the way when she jumped up. I tried simply walking through her, which incidentally isn't as easy as it sounds. Your timing has got to be split second, and I wasn't really effective with that. I've tried telling her to sit instead. Every single bit of dog advice about stopping your dog jumping up on you, I've done, and none of it has had the slightest effect on her. Her desire to jump up and be as close to you as possible is just impossible to, has up to now been impossible to work out. Love watching these two play. So I took a leaf out of Rue's book. Thank you, Rue. Rue taught me how to do it. I thought the dogs never ever invade Rue's space. I've never seen a puppy running around hanging onto Rue's ears, though they do it with Sadie, kind of relentlessly. She never tells them off. So what Rue does is when a dog invades her personal space, is she turns around and she goes bah, 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 towards their shoulder. She's never bitten anybody and she's never connected, but she does it so powerfully that even Malamutes and Huskies and, huge, exuberant, lively, dominant dogs tend to just back away slowly because they totally understand that signal. It's part of their natural language. So I thought, well, why don't I do what Rue does? So the next time Winty jumped up and hugged my leg and, please take me for a walk, feed me, I can't wait, the food is coming, I know it's coming now. She jumps all over you. And I just turned around and wah, 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 towards her, and she sort of backed off a bit and sat. Because she's quite a confident dog. If I'd done that to Sadie, who's a much more sensitive, shy, retiring type, she would have probably run into another room and hidden under a bed for 2 hours. But all it didn't do Winty any harm. She simply sat down. Now she comes over and hugs my leg. All I have to do is give her a look, and then she looks back at me, and if I keep staring at her, she sits, and if she hasn't gone quickly enough, I do a little growl. So I'm going to get the ball out of my pocket, which I'm pretty sure will trigger her to come and jump up on me. She tends to hug my leg and stare at me, and she's just desperate for me to throw the ball now. If she was a child and she was talking English, I know dogs don't think or talk in English. And again, my dogs are wandering around enjoying themselves. Am I calling them? No. Am I concerned? No. They know where I am, and they'll come back when they're finished. I'd like to do some scent work with Winty. Look how her nose is down, and she's following the scent of where Sadie went. Now she's not scenting. And here she comes. And there she's gone into the woods once again. Am I panicking? No, I'm not. So I'm going to walk off, and you'll see in a minute she'll turn up. Rue's waiting because she's a bit pregnant and a bit tired. I'm walking, they're following. Kind of wish I didn't have to walk backwards, but in order to film I have to walk backwards. So. And here comes Winty, and I'm showing her the ball. Okay, Winty's seen the ball. Hey, Winty. Well, my training has clearly been read. Okay, did it work? Yep. Good dog. And now I'm just looking at her, and she's going, good dog, Winty. Now I'm going to throw it because it wasn't that good. And there she goes. I also love that she retrieves so readily. She really is an absolutely lovely little dog. Fantastic temperament. She's in charge of friendliness in our pack, because she's universally friendly to all dogs and all people, but mostly she's more interested in being friendly to the dogs. So we never ever have issues with dogs anymore. Just Winty just goes over and is all submissive and lovely, and they love her. In my opinion, she kind of invades other dogs' space a bit too much. But she clearly does it in a very charming way, because no dog has told her off. There? Good dog, Winty. Good girl. So I'm chuffed with what Rue has taught me. How to get a dog not to invade your personal space. Speak to it in a language the dog already understands, which is a growl or a yappy bit. And again, the brilliant thing about it is, you only have to do it once. You've done it once, they suddenly go, oh, I'd best respect your personal space. Hey Sadie, hey Lucy, hey you. Hello Winty, okay Winty, leave it. Winty, good dog, what a clever dog, what a clever dog. Go Winty. Now you notice Lucy isn't going, and that's because I've got another ball in my pocket. And when I drop the... Lucy, Lucy. And Lucy very cleverly knows that the first ball is Winty's and the second one is hers. And I have to say, absolutely adoring Cavapoos. Wow, this dog is so, unbelievably sweet, but also really clever. I mean, I haven't, I have encouraged her to chase balls, but she's the one who's learned that when I've got two balls, the first one goes to Winty. Can you see Lucy staying here? Lucy, give me your ball. Lucy, good dog, good dog. Ah, nope, we're too excited and Mom's only got one hand. Okay, good dog. So, first one goes to Winty. I'm sorry about the terrible foo. Lucy, Lucy. That's so good. One word, and she's after her ball. Yay, good dogs! You clever dogs! Yes, you clever dogs. Oh, dogs, sit. Sit. Good dog. Up the... Lucy. See, for Winty not to be climbing all over me, and it's only taken a week of, one really powerful at her, and now I just look, and now I go, oh, and she's already given up. Can you see how much that has spoken to her? It's spoken to her better than down or sit or get off me, dog. Dogs speak dog. If you learn to speak dog as well, everything will be stunningly easy.